And a good morning to you. It is Friday before Christmas. Gosh, it gets here quick, doesn't it? It's
sure
amazing.
does.
Robert is off. I've got my pal Dan KEEL here.
Good morning.
Matt Parker at the controls. Lots to do this morning, including the Christmas party gift that you're not going to believe. I don't think you will believe this is a true story because I didn't believe it until I saw it with my own eyes.
This piques my curiosity.
That is coming up in about 7 minutes. 6:20 this morning, we're going to talk with Calvin Baker. Operation Santa Claus is a wrap for the year, and we cannot thank you enough. Coming up in the news, a police officer in Bossier in trouble for abuse of animals, sexual abuse of animals. We'll talk more about that. Looks like the chlorine burn in Bossier is up, and we have some good news from the local casinos. We'll be talking more about that as well. Plus, Tim Fletcher has sports and traffic and weather is on the way right here, 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL.
The power of information. KEEL News now.
A decorated officer arrested for sexual abuse of animals. Matt Parker with that.
Terry Yetman, a Bossier City police officer, has been arrested on 40 charges related to sexually abusing and filming sexual abuse of animals. Louisiana State Police began an investigation into Yetman's alleged criminal activity back in August. During their investigation, they allegedly found pornographic films involving animals on his electronic devices. Earlier this year, Yetman won the Trey Hutchinson Award for his work with domestic violence victims. From 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL, I'm Matt Parker.
The Department of Health says the Bossier water system can return to normal operations. The system had been undergoing a chlorine burn since a brain-eating amoeba was found in the system back in October. The chlorine flush lasted 6 weeks. Local casinos up. The state sees a small drop. According to a report from the Gaming Control Board, revenue at casinos across the state saw a small decline in November compared to October. However, locally, the 5 riverboat casinos saw an 8.6% increase. Louisiana Downs was up 7.4%. Mayor Ollie Tyler took a few minutes to talk about what she and her administration accomplished over their 4 years in office. Tyler says she's proud of her accomplishments, specifically with helping businesses grow.
We attracted over 70 new businesses and saw 30 businesses expand during this administration.
Tyler also says she's proud of her aggressive road improvements project and the ability to pay off over $17 million in city debt. Governor John Bell Edwards, during his end-of-the-year news conference, says he's extremely optimistic about the future of our state.
Louisiana has enjoyed year-over-year job growth every month since October of 2017. In this year, we actually reached the lowest unemployment rate that we've had in a decade.
The governor says the state is back on the right track and is stronger than it was 3 years ago when he took office. He says bipartisan efforts to stabilize the budget and invest in higher ed makes him proud and hopeful. His only negative thought during the speech took aim at the president, claiming tariffs are costing Louisiana farmers hundreds of millions of dollars. Scammers pretend to be sheriff's deputies. The Bossier Sheriff's Office investigating reports that someone is posing as a deputy sheriff and demanding payments on missed court fines. Someone identifying himself as Sergeant Buck Wilkins is calling local realtors and residents, saying they owe money to the parish and is demanding payment in the form of gift cards. The Sheriff's Office says they're investigating the matter and will never demand payment over the phone or in the form of gift cards. U.S. officials say American troops will be pulled from Afghanistan under plans being developed by the Pentagon. The plans include withdrawing up to half of the 14,000 American troops serving in that region. Online shopping continues to be a big factor during the run-up to Christmas. A new report says internet-based sales are up nearly 18% from November 1st through Wednesday compared to the same period from a year ago. I'm Erin McCarty on 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL. .101.7 FM, 710 KEEL. Here's Ruben.
Starting things off, looking pretty clear for your early morning drive to work, but look out later on this morning for some traffic delays on Hearn Avenue near Greenwood Road. If you have anything to report to us, please give us a call at our Planet Fitness traffic hotline. That's 687-ROAD.
Diminishing winds here through the day today as we'll see sunshine in the forecast at 58. A clear sky tonight, low 38. Sunny, windy tomorrow, warmer temperatures with a high near 70. And a cold front will bring in some cooler temperatures on Sunday. Sunshine 59. Monday, partly cloudy, high 60. Richard O'Gallagher, the Weather Channel.
.101.7 FM, 710 KEEL. Robert and Erin in the morning. Do I look as goofy as ever? With a little hat on, Maddie?
Oh, you meant the hat.
Yeah, the hat and the Santa shirt and all that.
No comment.
You don't really look goofy, Erin.
Y'all are lying.
You're a fashion maven.
Oh, fashion maven. Okay, thank you.
That's
Appreciate
exactly how I would describe it.
Oh, boy. Robert is out. I've got my pals. They sound like my pals, don't
We're
they?
buddies, aren't we? We're
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
We're
Dan
confidants.
Dan Keel is here. Matt Parker is here. And we had our company party last night. And I heard about this at the party, but I didn't think it was true. I thought it was, fake news that was being perpetrated by Matt or by somebody that was going after Matt. We got a shirt that we had to go size a while back for, what size shirt they were going to order, special shirts for us. Town Square Media logo and all that. And they were going to embroider our name on it and all that. Pretty, nice collared shirts and all. And kind of put in my order for it. And they didn't really say what name I wanted. They didn't ask me that. But Matt,
they know
asked,
your name.
Yeah, they asked you what name you wanted on it.
Not exactly. All right. So every year we get this personalized something, whether it's a shirt, jacket, laptop bag,
something.
just something with the company logo and our name on it.
Right.
Well, I hate personalized stuff. Just give me the thing, and I'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
So when they said, "Hey, what size shirt do you want?" Well, I told them my size, and I was like, "Hey, this year, instead of
Like
put my
embroidery?
name on it or anything like that, can I just get something with no name on it? I don't want a name. Just
No name.
Just give me no name.
Yeah.
No name. That's a key word right there.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
so
Remember that.
yesterday. They brought in my bag of stuff
Because you couldn't go to the party.
I couldn't go to the party.
It
I
was
had-
working.
I had
I
to
thought it
work.
was tonight.
No, if
No,
it
it
was
was last
tonight,
night.
Maybe
I
that was-
would've
maybe
been
that
able
was
to make it.
That's why I'm a
misinformation.
little groggy. So y'all just bear with me.
So yesterday they brought me my Christmas bag full of stuff,
You're not going to believe this.
and I
dude.
pulled out my shirt.
Oh, I think I am.
What does his shirt say?
Yeah, see, I know the people here, and I am enough of a smart aleck to appreciate that totally.
They embroidered.
No name.
They embroidered the words
No name.
"no name" on his
N-O-N-A-M-E.
shirt. Now, was that an embroiderer mistake, or was it our people playing a joke on you?
Let's go with the latter, huh?
I think because the conversation went, well, we're gonna mark your shirt no name. If they put no name on it, it's not our fault, and just kind of joked. And I was like, if they put no name on it, I would love it and wear it every day.
Exactly.
And that was kind of how we left it. And then I got the bag,
Oh,
and
man.
there's literally no name on it.
There's some fun people here.
His shirt says
Says no
Town
name.
Square Media on one side, beautiful logo and all that.
He went to the desert to get that shirt.
And the other side of the shirt, they embroidered the words "no name."
Mm-hmm.
Mine says Erin on mine.
They spelled it correctly.
Yeah,
That's
spelled it
easy around
correctly.
here.
Yeah, put no name on his.
I'd like to have one that said KEEL.
Oh, that would be kind of cool. You have an E on your keel, though.
I have a silent E on the end.
You have an E on the
I don't
end.
have any
You
ownership
have the
interest in this radio
perfect
station.
name for this radio station.
I've been listening to this radio station for a long time.
Yeah,
My youth.
you have. I'm glad you mentioned that because I've been working for these folks for a long time as well, and
Probably since my youth.
yeah. And people don't know this about me because I got an email about last night about how we were going to be talking about this Bossier police officer today who is accused of sexually abusing animals, and why don't we ever talk about the good things police officers do? And I
think we do, don't we?
I kind of take exception with that.
Yeah.
I think we do. And you got to know a little bit about my history, and I'll keep it brief here. I moved here in May of '84, so I'm coming up on 35 years. And for the bulk of those first 10, 15 years, all I did was news. I just covered news. I went and sat through, this is how long I went and sat through city council, school board meetings, Bossier City Council, parish commission meetings, and would sit in the room. This is back when the city hall was at the police station now. This was, when Bossier City was in the old Bossier City Council, City Hall on Barksdale Boulevard or whatever that road is right there.
When a recorder was the size of a family Bible.
I had to tote a cassette recorder and record the meeting. I'd bring 2 or 3 tapes with me, flip the tapes over, keep recording, bring the tapes back to the studio. I was good at marking, what parts I wanted, the
Right.
numbers, and I would come back, pull the sections off the cassette tape that we wanted to use, write up the stories, get them on the air. This is a long, long time ago. And
Back with Marconi.
yeah. I mean, imagine recording a 3-hour meeting on cassette tapes and then pulling the audio that you want into these little cuts.
Cue them up with a pencil.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. And so I kind of take offense when somebody says, people sit out there for 2 hours waiting to get this dirt on a police officer, and you won't sit 10 minutes to get good stuff on a police officer. Well, I don't sit 2 hours anymore waiting for any stories. I did that. I've done that. I've done the 3-hour sitting outside a courtroom and, all that. So I don't do that anymore. And plus, there's a more efficient way to do it these days with contacts and people you know. But I have done way, way more stories in my years about the great things police officers do and told stories about the great things they've done personally for me or friends of mine. So I get a little bit, I get a little bit personally offended.
You know, I get cops telling us that we are showing our prejudice fairly often on this station in favor of police officers.
Really?
Yes. I'm not
Well-
making that up. I've heard that 3 or 4 times in the past couple months.
Well, you know what? I'm going to show my prejudice again for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Matt, how long is old Calvin?
Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Calvin Baker's going to join us when we come back. He's a Shreveport training officer with the fire department, and he's been running the Operation Santa Claus program. And you know what? It's all about police officers and firefighters doing great stuff. And we'll talk about that when we get back. Right here, 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Right now, here's Ruben.
Everything's still looking nice and clear for your early morning drive to work, but look out later on this morning for some traffic delays on Airline Drive near Green Acres Boulevard in Bossier City. If you have anything to report to us, give us a call at our Planet Fitness traffic hotline. That's 687-ROAD.
Diminishing winds here through the day today as we'll see sunshine in the forecast at 58. A clear sky tonight, low 38. Sunny, windy tomorrow, warmer temperatures with a high near 70. And a cold front will bring in some cooler temperatures on Sunday. Sunshine 59. Monday, partly cloudy, high 60. Richard O'Wettig at the Weather Channel.
.101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Here's Fletch.
Good morning from the sports desk of 1130 The Tiger. This is Tim Fletcher. LSU tangles with Furman tonight in the PMAC in a rare matchup at home against a ranked opponent before the conference season starts. The 24th ranked Paladins are 12-0, one of just 9 teams in the country that are still unbeaten. LSU's 13-game home court winning streak will be put to the test at 7 p.m. this evening, and you can listen on 1130 The Tiger. College football. Marshall cut South Florida down to size in the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa last night, 38-20. Head coach Doc Holliday improved to 6-0 in bowl games with a thundering herd. Isaiah Green threw for 221 yards, and his cousin Keon Davis ran for 2 touchdowns. South Florida, playing in their home stadium in the bowl game, ended up losing 6 straight games after starting the year 7-0. 2 games on tap today. The Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl. Florida International versus Toledo at 11:30. And in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, it's Western Michigan hooking up with BYU at 3 o'clock. As far as the participants in the Walk-Ons Independence Bowl, Temple and Duke make their way to Shreveport this weekend. In the NBA last night, the Clippers beat the Mavericks 125-121. From the sports desk of 1130 The Tiger, this is Tim Fletcher.
and we're thrilled to have Calvin Baker in with us this morning. We're wrapping up Operation Santa Claus. You are the Chief Training Officer, Shreveport Fire Department, and you run this Operation Santa Claus operation. It has been incredible this year.
Yes, ma'am, it has, and I can't take all the credit. Must say a big thank you to all those who came out and donated. A big thank you to Times Square Media, the Shreveport Fire Department for letting us give this opportunity. A big thank you to the Shreveport Police Department for giving them the opportunity to go out, find those needy kids, and accept those donations from all the citizens from this area that donated. We want a big thank you. Great year this year, very great year.
Calvin, give us an idea of how many youngsters we're going to impact.
This year, we're getting right at 1,000 kids this year, and so that's amazing that you can reach out. We can't do all of them. We wish we could, but we reached out and touched a lot of kids in the city of Shreveport this year.
For folks who don't know Operation Santa Claus, 35 years, I think, something like that.
Yes, 1984. I don't know. I got to do the math on that one.
Yeah.
So 34, 35 years around there. So that's amazing, and we're still going strong. You know, serving those here, right here in our community, right here in the Shreveport area. All the donations that we accept goes right back into the area.
It is you guys and police officers who
heartwarming feeling.
Calvin, to see the sheets that you hang up all around the radio station, and to see a little 9-year-old boy, because y'all ask them what they want.
Yes, ma'am.
And to see a 9-year-old boy say anything.
I know that means just anything, because at a 9-year-old age, he probably know that he may or may not get anything for Christmas had it not be for Operation Santa Claus. And for us to just and we try to go above and beyond. We try to go and get them either a bike or a nice remote control car or a nice action figure that they will have enjoy to play with for the Christmas season.
And I've also seen some of the sheets where a youngster will ask for a new pair of shoes.
Yes. We have those ask for food and clothing and such things like that, and we wish we could do all of that for them, but we strictly do mostly toys and stuff like that.
But you guys direct them to agencies where they can get the other help.
Yes, ma'am, we do. We work well together with different agencies around this community that if we can't do it, we'll direct them to the direction where they can get some help.
And I know we can't list them all because there's too many, but there were dozens and dozens of businesses who stepped up to sponsor this year, to host events. Their employees got together. That continues to grow every year, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It was very overwhelming just getting the calls and say, hey, where can I donate? Hey, I got this. We're doing a Christmas party. We're donating toys for Operation Santa Claus. It was very, very overwhelming. It just we had a great year this year. I just really can't express how great this year was.
Calvin Baker, thanks for all your time. I know you're working November. You start working on this, and you're actually working all year, but you get into high gear in November and help hundreds and hundreds of kids. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man. But like I said, I can't take all the credit. It's not just me. I'm just a screw in the machine. There's a lot of people, the Shreveport Fire Department, Shreveport Police, y'all here right here at the Town Square Media that make this thing work. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you, sir. 1017 FM, 710 KEEL. Here's Ruben.
Starting things off, looking pretty clear for your early morning drive to work, but look out later on this morning for some traffic delays on Hearn Avenue near Greenwood Road. If you have anything to report to us, please give us a call at our Planet Fitness traffic hotline. That's 687-ROAD.
Diminishing winds here through the day today as we'll see sunshine in the forecast at 58. A clear sky tonight, low 38. Sunny, windy tomorrow, warmer temperatures with a high near 70. And a cold front will bring in some cooler temperatures on Sunday. Sunshine 59. Monday, partly cloudy, high 60. Richard O'Gallagher, the Weather Channel.
revised plan passed this summer. The days of crippling
represents one of the most aggressive citywide street improvement efforts in the history of our city, I believe, with about 313 street improvement projects completed at a cost of more than $60 million.
Tyler also says she was proud of her ability to get grants to fund projects to improve the city and being able to pay off over $17 million in debt. Soon-to-be Mayor Adrian Perkins is to be sworn into office 1 week from tomorrow. Bossier water can return to normal. Department of Health says the water system can return to normal operations now. The system had been undergoing a chlorine burn since a brain-eating amoeba was found in the system back in October. The chlorine flush lasted 6 weeks. A decorated officer arrested for sex abuse of animals. Terry Yetman, a Bossier police officer, has been arrested on 40 counts relating to sexually abusing and filming the abuse of animals. State police began the investigation into Yetman's alleged criminal activity back in August. During their investigation, they allegedly found pornographic films involving animals on Yetman's electronic devices. Earlier this year, Yetman won the Trey Hutchinson Award for his work with domestic violence victims. Local casinos are up. The state sees a small drop. Matt Parker unravels it.
According to a report from the Louisiana Gaming Control Board, revenue at casinos around the state saw a small drop in November compared to October. However, locally, the Five Riverboat Casino saw a 6.8% increase, and Louisiana Downs was up 7.4% in November and 6% overall compared to last year. From 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL, I'm Matt Parker.
Louisiana's Start K-12 Saving Program has launched now that allows for funds to be used on the beneficiary in covering tuition-related expenses between kindergarten and 12th grade. Baton Rouge Representative Franklin Foyle says he's excited about the plan that could see parents use up to $10,000 a year on private school tuition.
This expands our College Start Savings Plan to now let parents use a savings plan for K through 12 private school tuition, and they can get a tax break just like you would in the College Savings Plan.
Foyle says the program is a big win, even if a child does not attend private school. The federal government headed toward a partial shutdown today after President Trump's quest for a border wall left Congress without a clear plan to keep the government running. Police in North Carolina say an argument over snoring led to a stabbing at a motel. The two men were sharing a motel room when one of them snoring was so loud, the other one pulled out a knife and stabbed his buddy. He faces a series of charges today. I'm Erin McCarty on 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL. No, he doesn't. Santa's jolly. He's holly jolly.
That's Santa playing the blues.
Yeah, Santa playing the blues. 101.7 FM, 710 KEEL, Robert and Erin in the morning. Christmas is coming up on Tuesday. What's left for you to take care of?
I do some legal things today, maybe Monday.
Okay.
But we let the people off of the family business on Monday.
Matt, what have you got left to do?
I got to wrap some presents and that sort of thing, but I'm pretty much done with everything.
Did I see that City Hall was going to have garbage collection on Monday, but not on Tuesday, not on Christmas Day?
I was told by one of the parish employees that they were off on Monday, but the city was going to be there. So 505 Travis apparently is going to be open.
Really?
That's what I
on
heard.
Christmas Eve. So I guess they'll pick up our garbage on Monday for those of us who have Monday pickup.
Mm-hmm. Apparently so.
Okay. So the Christmas stuff we'll just have to hold on to till the following Monday, which I'm sure they'll pick up on New Year's Eve.
Right.
Yeah, because if they're open Christmas Eve, they'll surely be open. What's funny around most businesses is that today, I know our office staff is trying to lock things down and get out of here early, but there's some of us, like poor old Matt. He's got to work till what, 7 o'clock tonight, something like that.
Depending on when everybody gets their stuff in, I'll either be here till 7, 8, maybe 9 o'clock tonight.
You'll take a break in the middle of the day, a little bit.
Well, yeah.
We hope. But you worked long hours yesterday, didn't you?
I work long hours every day, but yeah, it's some days are rougher than others.
He did. He worked so hard yesterday that he didn't attend the Christmas party, the company Christmas party, because he was here too late. So he missed all the joviality and the fun, the bacchanalia. There was nobody left that I noticed in jeopardy of being in trouble. Everybody kind of kept their cool.
It's a good bunch.
We played a little game where we passed gifts around in a circle.
Like Dirty Bingo or whatever.
Left, right. Yeah, it was kind of like that. And
or
I'll
like
give y'all 3 guesses to figure out who kept screwing the game up.
Oh, I got this one on the first guest.
Yeah.
Robert J. Wright.
Yeah. It would say, you're holding a gift, okay? We're in a big circle. It's 50, 60 people.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd say they were reading the night before Christmas. Everyone went to the right. You pass your gift to the right, okay?
It's like every time you heard right or left, you were supposed to respond to that.
Yeah, you passed your gift to the right, and then at the end
it's
of it,
like a cakewalk at the nursing home where no one gets up. And Robert didn't do that right?
Robert couldn't understand when the person who's reading the story says right or left. It just got interjected in the story.
He hears right too often.
Pass your gift.
He says right too often.
He'd end up with 2 gifts in his hand. Like, how are you getting this wrong? You
don't think he's working an angle?
He was trying to end up with the gift I brought, and
yeah, I say he probably was angling for a specific gift.
He knew what I brought, and so
he's a KGO fella.
He was trying to hold on to it. I brought some Baileys.
Well, in all fairness, Robert has the attention span of a 3-year-old. Yeah. So
yeah, that's for sure. And so at one point, I just went and snatched the Baileys out of his hand. I was like, okay, we're going to get the Baileys back on this end of the room.
You don't get to hang on to this one.
Yeah, we're going to move this one down to this side of the room. Because he'd pass the other gift, and he'd hold on to the Baileys, and he'd pass the other gift. I'm like, you can't be holding 2 gifts.
Did he look like he was in the least bit trying to be funny, or just hang on to the Baileys?
That's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it was
poker faced you, huh?
I'd say it was 60% he's an idiot, and 40% he wanted the Baileys.
So being funny wasn't part of that equation.
No.
Okay.
I think it was 60%.
Because he is a funny guy.
He is a funny guy, but he just didn't know how to play the game. Okay. He just didn't get it. He didn't understand, and ended up with the Baileys. Was one of our sales ladies. Her husband won the Baileys, and I won a gift card. So I was happy. My son won a gift card. We were happy. So it was a very successful night. I won a barbecue grill too.
Did you pass that around?
Heck no, barbecue grill doesn't get passed around. No,
that was like a drawing.
That was like another
something.
company gift they passed out.
That's on eBay.
Yeah. When we get back, you went above and beyond yesterday. You went down to Mayor Tyler's news conference where she was doing her end of year accomplishments. And when we get back, I want to talk to you about that. And I want to hear a clip of one of her comments when you asked her a pretty good question. I think that's a pretty valid question. And I want to hear that when we come back. Can we do that?
Sure.
Very cool. 101.7 FM, 710 KEEL. Right now, here's our boy Ruby.
Everything's still looking nice and clear for your early morning drive to work, but look out later on this morning for some traffic delays on Airline Drive near Green Acres Boulevard in Bossier City. If you have anything to report to us, give us a call at our Planet Fitness traffic hotline. That's 687-ROAD.
Diminishing winds here through the day today as we'll see sunshine in the forecast at 58. A clear sky tonight, low 38. Sunny, windy tomorrow, warmer temperatures with a high near 70. And a cold front will bring in some cooler temperatures on Sunday. Sunshine 59. Monday, partly cloudy, high 60. Richard O'Lettig at the Weather Channel.
FM 710 KEEL. We can't do something that Robert and I used to do off the air. We can't. We can never do that. We used to change the lyrics of Christmas songs and make them very naughty. And that one reminds me of one that we used to sing.
I've heard that happen at Christmas parties when the alcohol is flowing.
Yeah, we've
but you did that off the air.
Oh, we've been known to do that. Yeah, we had our Christmas names. Like I was Joy Tootha. We had a bunch of names for him that from Christmas songs that people used to send us and submit. We had a lot of fun. We had 7-8 years Christmas time just playing Christmas music on KVKI when we were together on that station. And you know, it's wonderful this time of year. Most people, 90% of folks love it. He and I would probably get sick of it after about the third week. It'd be like, oh, God, can we hear the same songs over and over? But, it does make you happy. If you sit back and think about it and listen to the words, it does make you happy. Somebody who seems to be pretty happy leaving City Hall is Mayor Ollie Tyler. And she had a big confab with the media yesterday to outline her successes and her accomplishments during her 4 years. And you were there. She handed out a big book.
Colorful brochure of 20 pages of information.
4-year progress report. And you asked her a question, and I'm going to play her answer to that now. You asked her a question, I think it was, what's next, right?
What's next for Ollie Tyler?
I've not thought long and hard about it. I know I'll rest a couple months. I need that rest. I haven't slept in about 4 years. And, of course, I'll say to you what I've said to my colleagues and my family. You know, God's plan is the best plan for us. Even though we may have a plan for our lives, and it may not be what God's plan is. And so what God's plan is what I'll do. And so I'll kick back for a few months and try to relax and sleep a little bit. And then we'll see what God says is next for us. I know that because I do love serving, and I do want to make sure that I do my part to help Shreveport and this state. I'll be doing something. I just don't know what yet.
I think she's 73. Why not retire? Why not just say, hey, I'm done. I'm retiring.
She says, and I believe her, she has a servant's heart. So she's going to find some way. And I have a feeling, I didn't ask her this question, but I have a feeling that her cell phone is going, maybe a new number, but her cell phone is going to be available for Adrian Perkins.
Oh, I believe that.
I talked to her a little bit about the transition earlier, and she's doing it with grace and with efficiency, and she wants things to work. She wants what happened and deplete the candy jar. Right, exactly. I knew this was going to be classy, and I saw something Adrian posted on his a guest in her suite. Yep. And you know what? I would expect nothing less from her. So that meeting yesterday. How was it? It was in the mayor's conference room. Was it? It was really tense.